Hello everyone, today's we are talking about IRCC latest processing time update, Canada immigration processing time, changes for PR cards, visitor visas, super visas, work permits, and study permits. Welcome to the latest update on immigration, refugees, and Citizenship Canada's IRCC processing times. In this segment, we'll bring you the most current information regarding the processing times for various immigration applications, helping you stay informed and prepared as you navigate your journey towards permanent residency in Canada. Whether you're eagerly awaiting your application's outcome or just starting your immigration process, this update will provide you with valuable insights into the expected timelines. Let's dive into the details and keep you up to date with IRCC's latest processing time update. Greetings, seekers of Canadian immigration information. In this segment, we delve into the ever-evolving landscape of Canada's immigration processing times, with a focus on key changes affecting various visa categories. Whether you're aspiring to become a permanent resident, planning a visit, pursuing studies, or seeking work opportunities in the Great White North, we've got you covered. Join us as we unravel the latest updates on processing times for PR cards, visitor visas, super visas, work permits, and study permits. Stay informed and empowered on your journey to Canada. Let's begin by exploring these crucial developments that could shape your path to a new chapter in the true North. The provided processing timelines serve as a valuable reference for individuals seeking visas or immigration to Canada, offering insights into the expected duration of their application journey. Moreover, those considering applying for Canadian immigration or a visa can gain a realistic preview of what lies ahead before taking the plunge. These stipulated processing durations aim to furnish prospective candidates for Canadian immigration and visas with an approximate gauge of their application's progress. Drawing from data collected over the past half year, these processing times are designed to present up-to-date weekly processing estimates. It's important to note that the processing clock commences ticking upon the receipt of the application by the Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, and it culminates with a final decision made by the immigration officer reviewing the application. Stay tuned as we delve further into the intricacies of processing times for various Canadian immigration and visa categories. Let us first tell you about IRCC processing times for citizenship and PR cards. There have been no changes since last week in the processing period. For citizenship grants, which is now 18 months. The processing period for citizenship certificates, which serve as proof of citizenship, is now 10 months, and there have been no recent adjustments. The current processing period for resuming citizenship is 30 months and there have been no changes since last week. For renunciation of citizenship, the current processing time is 14 months and there have been no changes since last week. For search of citizenship records, the current processing time is 15 months and there have been no changes since last week. Now let's talk about permanent resident cards. The current processing time is for permanent resident cards. Renewing or replacing a PR card, 94 days, and for new PR card, the current processing time is 33 days. Now, moving on, IRCC processing time for family sponsorship, for spouse or common law partner living outside Canada. Spouse, common law or conjugal partner living outside Canada, in Quebec 24 months. Spouse, common law or conjugal partner living outside Canada. Outside Quebec 13 months. For the current processing time is spouse or common law partner living inside Canada, in Quebec 25 months. Spouse or common law partner living inside Canada, outside Quebec 10 months AND. The current processing time is for parents or grandparents, in Quebec 45 months, and parents or grandparents, outside Quebec 23 months. Next is processing time for Canadian passport for in Canada. New passport, regular application submitted in person at Service Canada Centre Passport Services. It takes 10 business days to process. And for in Canada new passport regular application submitted by mail to Service Canada Centre, it takes 20 business days to process, and there have been no changes in the processing time since last week. For in Canada Urgent Pickup it takes 1 business days to process, and for in Canada Express Pickup it takes 9 business days to process. Now let us tell you about the processing time for economic class. The current processing time is for Canadian Experience Class CEC it takes 5 months to process, and for Federal Skilled Worker Program FSWP it takes 5 months to process. For Federal Skilled Trades Program FSTP, it takes not enough data. Next, for Provincial Nominee Program PP via Express Entry, it takes 9 months to process. For Non-Express Entry PP, it takes 17 months to process. For Quebec Skilled Workers QSW, it takes 17 months, and for Quebec Business Class, it takes 62 months to process, and there have been no changes in the processing time since last week. For Federal Self-Employed, it takes 50 months to process, and there have been no changes in the processing time since last week. For Atlantic Immigration Pilot IPE, it takes 34 months to process, and for Startup Visa, it takes 37 months to process, and there have been no changes in the processing time since last week. Finally, let us tell you about the processing time for temporary residence application. First, for visitor visa outside Canada, it varies country by country. Now, for visitor visa inside Canada, for online, it takes 17 days to process, and for paper-based, it takes 35 days. And moving on parents or grandparents super visa, it also varies by country. Now coming on visitor extension visitor record for online applications, the processing time is 92 days. For paper-based applications, the processing time is 124 days. Now, for study permit outside Canada, the processing time is 7 weeks. For study permit inside Canada, the processing time is 7 weeks. Moving on study permit extension for online applications, the processing time is 75 days. For paper-based applications, the processing time is 125 days. Next is work permit from inside Canada initial and extension, it also varies by country work permit outside Canada. For online applications, the processing time is 146 days. For paper-based applications, the processing time is 16 days. Next humanitarian and compassionate case is 19 months. Next, International Experience Canada current season, the processing time is 11 weeks.
That is over today in video. Thanks for watching entire video. Hopefully information useful to you. See you later in next video.